Hey y'all, welcome in. If you are new or just passing through my channel, welcome. My name is Tam. I'm also known as the Enlightened Auntie. If you're returning, welcome back, squad. I'm here today to do another general collective reading. We're not science specific here, we're also gender fluid. I may say you and I'm talking to them. I may say them, I'm talking to you. Put yourself in the story wherever you seem to fit. Remember that time and energy are fluid, so I could be talking about the recent past, the present, or the future. Take only the parts that resonate. Leave everything else behind. If you'd like to book a personal more aligned with your own story, all of my information is below in the description box. I invite you to join me for a session. Welcome in, y'all. Welcome in and welcome back. I know I told y'all Tuesday. I did actually drop a video yesterday, but for the membership platform, it ended up on the cutting room floor. I got into the read, and about 30 minutes in, I was like, yeah, I don't know what to do with this. I don't like the energy. And so I scrapped it. Instead of deleting it like I have been. Actually, I've been needing to send more cutting room floor videos over to the membership platform. I apologize. I've been deleting them just because some of them just weren't even worthy of saving. It wasn't even helpful information. I didn't like them. So I just deleted them. Anywho, I'm back. I had a nice weekend away. I didn't get a tan, but I did come home with a couple of new mosquito bites. Oh joy, oh joy. Alright, let's jump in and see what Spirit wants to talk about today. Hope everybody is doing good and feeling good and got a good night's sleep last night. School is back in session for everybody. I got one that works at a school. I got a college student and a high school student. Everybody's back at school. So, I got a little extra time where I'm not having to focus on my kids. Spend a little bit more time focusing on content creation and opening up the schedule to take a few more clients, more than I normally do per day. Oh. It's not a bad energy. I'm like, it's not a bad energy. Okay, I heard you are free to go. You are free to go. This is really interesting for me because it feels very much like you're moving into an energy of your wish fulfillment. There is also a component. Now, when I talk about past energy, just know I'm not always talking about a specific person, okay? But there is an energy, and it feels like it is connected to your past. So you could be revisiting something from your past now. And when I say this with all due respect. For those of y'all who are not interested in anything with the word past, I need you to open up your brain just a little bit, because I'm not always talking about a past negative experience. Okay? I know one of y'all gonna get in the comments and talk crazy, but whatever. I'm just saying, because this is nothing. There's nothing negative that's out here on the board at this time. Okay? This experience from your past is something that brought you immense joy. Okay? So if you have an opportunity, stop thinking about that deadbeat ex, your whack ass mama, your whack ass sister. You know what I mean? Stop thinking about your whack ass in-laws. Like, I'm not always talking about those people. I have to keep reminding you just because I see how y'all go crazy in my comments. It's very irritating. If it doesn't resonate for you, then click off, child. Click off. This is about somebody who is moving towards their wish fulfillment. This is such a good ass energy. I think, and it's kind of funny because on these sides, I see a couple of different things here. On one hand, I see where somebody was like trying to meticulously plan this adventure, we'll call it. Okay. But on the other side, this feels a lot like surrender and freeing your mind from all these details, right? And living more in the moment, living more from your heart space, moving towards things that feel comfortable, feel familiar. Because there's an energy here in all of these damn cups I see that feels familiar and it feels good. Okay? And at the center of it all is the Ten of Cups in the upright. So this is literally you moving towards your wish fulfillment, but there's a component that is connected to a past experience. And maybe it's not even just the experience itself. It could be just the feeling of it. Okay. And I also see somebody here, the energy of somebody here who had made a plan to kind of stagnate you. It's not working. Oh, look at that. Yeah, and the energy. Oh, I love this. Oh, I love this. The Eight of Swords in the reverse to the Devil in the reverse. Love that energy. Okay. There's an energy. Okay, I could be talking to a masculine. Doesn't have to be, we're gender fluid, so. This is interesting. This feels like the energy of someone who I feel like they're moving away from like a work situation. This could be like somebody quitting their job or trying to quit, the 9-to-5 situation. Initially, it does look like somebody here was like, I don't know, strategizing a way out. But this energy feels more like, I heard the phrase quiet quitting, which is funny. And quiet quitting, for those of you who aren't familiar with it, it's kind of like, when you're still at a job and you've already mentally kind of checked out. But your body is there. You show up every day, but you ain't putting in as much. There's not as much output in the work that you're doing. You do enough to where you're not on anybody's radar. And I think somebody's ultimate wish fulfillment would be like retirement, or where they don't have to be in charge. They can just go do something else, right? Okay. Yeah, because I feel like when they make this decision, especially if there's somebody here is quiet quitting or has, done or is in that energy, like if you're at a job and that you're not quite, because this energy almost feels like somebody who was like trying to plot and plan and figure out, strategically figure out a way to like exit from this job. Because I see the departure and all that. But right here in the center where the wish fulfillment would be is so that you're not in charge. So this could be literally, you could be somebody who's like a manager or a supervisor, or, you're over other people. You don't want to be over other people. You want to be over yourself. So this it could be, when I said like go back to a past experience, like maybe go back to a job where, we'll say I'm using a job as an example, but this is like going back to a time when maybe things were a little bit easier. You were doing a job that you actually really loved. Like you like this, okay, but it's not everything. Like you work with other people and that's all cool, but you manage other people and that's not what you want to do anymore. This also feels very much like this is for somebody who needs to just, there's a shift in perspective that needs to take place. Because, you know, I talk about this all the time, you know, like where your mind goes, your energy flows. So for this person, I feel like they are looking at a situation from their past, like say a past job or just the responsibilities or lack thereof. This is going to require somebody to make a decision. Because when you make that decision, the wheel of fortune turns, and it does turn in this person's favor. So it feels like they're staying here, this job, they're staying at this job for the money. Like they make really good money. But they're starting to like hate the job. Yeah. Okay, so part of this... Wow, this is weird. So this definitely could be somebody needing to part ways from their job. I don't know when this is happening. I don't have a time on this. I literally know what this is. Because I feel like... Now, anytime I see the star card, the star for me is... It's like with the Wheel of Fortune. It is like the wish come true, right? When the star shows up in the upright, it's like the wish coming true. The wish being granted. Now, here's the thing. Because I do see it out here. Although the wish is granted, what is presented to you as an option, or what the wish, the granted wish, when it's presented to you, unless you're using discernment, it might be a little confusing for you because it is not wrapped up in the package that you think it should be or that you are anticipating. It's not wrapped in the package. I love this. Because the Seven of Cups is out here. I'm like, here's the Knight of Cups, Seven of Cups, and here, so, and the Star. So there's an energy out here. I want to say you're going to get what you want. The thing is that you may be also at the same time presented with a bunch of options that it requires you to use your discernment. It requires you to use discernment to quiet your mind, to get grounded, to really pay attention. Because right here, it feels like someone who, they're in the middle of getting ready to go through some really big, I heard, chapter change. So we're closing out one chapter and moving into another. Okay. I think this person is worried about the burdens or level of responsibility that they may have to be, like, say this is the head of a household, and say the head of the household decides they don't want to, whatever they do for work, they don't want to do that anymore. But they're worried, like, if they leave the job, because the job makes them good money, if they leave the job, then they're going to have all these responsibilities on their shoulders. I do see something coming in, even though it's so layered here, because I have a masculine energy who is worried about their... This is a conflicting energy for me. Because it feels like someone who... It's like they lack a level of confidence, which is kind of weird for me, just looking at these cards. Because this is not normally the energy of somebody who has, you know, a confidence issue. But there is an energy that does look a lot like a confidence issue. unsure of their own abilities and skills. Especially if this person has at one point considered becoming an entrepreneur. There's a lot of different possibilities here. A lot of different possibilities. But it is going to require them to sacrifice something, and that sacrifice is probably going to be the job that they're at right now. They got to let go of the job. Because this to me looks like another offer. Something that would, like, really make them happy. Would really make them happy. It could definitely be something that's right up their alley, though. I don't necessarily think that this is going to be they're heartbroken by the leaving or the change. It's just these cards over here are weird for me because it's a good energy, but it's capped off with this Three of Swords. I'm like, who's upset? I don't think it's going to be you. Could very well be the employer. Parting ways with something that you were keeping tied to or staying connected to out of some sense of I heard obligation, but that's not the word I was thinking. But if this man is trying to go back to doing something that he really enjoys, some form of work, it's connected to their past. It's connected to a past experience or a past job or something like that. They may need to brush up on some skills, especially if they haven't done it in a while. They may need to brush up on some skills. Not that they don't have them all, but they need to brush up on them. Okay. But I do see an offer coming in for this masculine energy that is, I want to say it's going to be a good thing. It's going to require you to part ways from the job that you have, though. Yes. Now that's interesting. Okay. The plot just thickened. The plot thickened. Because I see that this man is very, I don't want to say concerned or even heavily focused on, but their desire is to be put into a position where all of their needs are met as well as the needs of their family. This is a family man. This is a family man. This man wants to be comfortable, like generational wealth. They want to be comfortable. They want their family to be comfortable. They got children. They want their children to be comfortable. They want their children's children to be comfortable. But there's this really weird, the energy is really weird. Because I see even this Ten of Cups, at the bottom of the Ten of Cups is the Ace of Pentacles. dropping this job, the Star, the Ace of Pentacles. You know what I'm saying? It's like everything is revolving around the elimination of whatever they do for work now. The interesting thing is, it's like here, I guess I was a little taken aback because I have two cards here that would signify like a lack of success. There, you know, there's misfortune and something isn't successful. But the way that I'm looking at it, the way that they're all connecting, it's like if this person surrendered the job, surrendered and stopped being so heavily focused on the money will come. This person is not necessarily in the flow state. This person might not even resonate with like just the type of energy that I'm talking about. This feels like somebody who's just kind of goes through their day. This is a mundane. This is not, I don't have, while I have cups up here, I don't have no other cups in the right. Well, I have cups, but the way the cups are laying, this person's not really focused on the feelings. They're looking at the bottom line. What do I have to do to get these pentacles? Instead of learning how to be in a flow state, this person isn't necessarily okay. So, you know, when you are in alignment, when you personally are in alignment, you are well balanced in your masculine and your feminine energy. The feminine energy is the energy of you being in a, we're being in a receptive state where you're open to receive. You create, but you're also open to receive. The masculine energy is the doing and execution of that, right? This is somebody who operates heavily in their masculine energy. They are doers. They do with logic. Not a lot of the feeling part. But honestly, it looks very much like this person is kind of confused about how this whole thing works. It's weird. Like, I see where this man he don't like where he at. But he also knows that if I don't find something else, then the overall happiness could be impacted. And I end up with a bunch of more responsibilities than I'm, willing to carry. But you got this Ace of Pentacles here, and you got this Ten of Pentacles here. And I do feel like if this person could just relax. If this person could just relax, because I do see a lot of like plotting, planning, and calculating, but not a lot of execution in terms of like making the actual plans to leave. It's weird. But I do feel like if this man quits his job and then puts himself out there, puts out a resume or whatever, male, female, whatever. If you put your resume out there, put yourself out there. Because I do see an offer here. Now, here's the other thing. Because I saw another layer. You may also have somebody in your energy who is trying to negatively affect your thought process and your actions. That could be the reason why this man is still here at this job that he doesn't like. Whatever this is that he's doing, he don't like it. But I have energy out here that feels very much like creating an air of confusion for this masculine so that he will be unsuccessful, so that he will have all these additional burdens, so that he will feel like the weight of the world. I heard. It's to prevent this man from actualizing the Ten of Cups the way that he really wants to. This is weird. Because this right here in the center feels like somebody possibly doing like negative juju, like, you know, sending some bad juju or ill intents around somebody's opportunities. But it's just giving smoke and mirrors. I'm trying to figure out how this person's doing it. Okay. Oh. Oh, snap. Okay. So now I have counterparts out here. The plot just got real thick. Okay. So I have counterparts. I have two sets of counterparts. Now, I know originally when I started this reading, I started talking about this masculine energy. And the example that I'm using is like a job. Like, say he works a job. He doesn't really like the job. He wants to move on. Maybe he's a manager or he's a boss, an owner, or supervisor or something. He doesn't want to do that anymore. Okay. But where the plot thickens is in the center of this spread, where we have the potential of a practitioner here. I want to say this practitioner, please follow me. I don't know where you are in this story, but the energy that I have, and you know, I normally don't talk about witches and warlocks and shit like that, because the word warlock just is not in my vocabulary. A male witch is still a male witch. But there is, I want to say this masculine is connected, this distorted masculine, this potential practitioner, warlock, witch, whatever the hell, is connected to the divine feminine. Connected to the divine feminine. This is somebody, yes, this is somebody from your past. Okay. This is a lot. So the first man that I was talking about that doesn't like his job, we're not talking about him right now. We're talking about the man that's connected to your past. Because what this person has been doing, because you are accountable. Oh, I love this. I love how these are connected. You are connected to both of these men. Follow me. And for any of my guys that are watching right now, because I know you're out there, swap the roles or whatever. What this looks like is there's somebody connected to your past, right? Divine feminine. There's a man, masculine energy, connected to your past, who may have been doing juju. The way that I'm seeing it for you, it's like this person may have wanted, like, if you're a business owner, if you're an entrepreneur, if you're a creative, I do have the energy of someone here trying to cause like business failure, we'll say. Okay. But I also have the energy of this practitioner because there is a new beginning, or there's some type of new opportunity or a new cycle between you and your actual counterpart. Maybe you're seeing someone new, or maybe you have a new cycle that you're going into with someone else, whatever. Okay? Because I can see that right here. I also see this energy trying to cast confusion. Remember I said a few readings back, I'm like, people have been doing a lot of work on the divine feminine, like a lot, throwing all kind of magic and weird shit at the divine feminine, right? But divine feminine's kind of like the Teflon Don. It just, bounces off and, rolls away, and we just, we're doing our thing, and we're still doing our thing. But what this looks like, this definitely looks like an energy being projected onto a masculine energy in order to cause confusion and doubt over his connection to his counterpart. To cause confusion, to try to promote or prompt third-party energy, to, create a downfall of the connection or the relationship, to have this masculine going back and forth in their head, to make them think that there are secrets and lies. There's like all this weird ass energy. All of this energy, because there is a new opportunity, and it's in between the masculine and the feminine. I believe it's closer to the feminine. There's something here that is, this is the windfall and the generational wealth. And there is secrets or lies or some kind of dishonesty that is centered around that. All of this because somebody here wants help. They need help. Oh my God, this is so much. So I do see a man up here who hates his job, who worries about leaving his job because of the financial responsibilities he may have. He's got a family, whatever, right? But then I also see the energy of a distorted masculine energy that is connected to your past, that maybe you may have thought that that person was your Ten of Cups. Gives me very much like false twin flame. I mean, I'm not a twin flame person, but false flame, karmic soulmate. Okay? This gives me karmic soulmate here. This person may also be weighed down with a lot of responsibility. This feels very much like, bounces off of me and it sticks onto you. So if somebody here is projecting weird, funky ass energy, it is going right back to them. Because divine masculine, divine feminine are out here in the upright. You're in the upright. And maybe you've already, and here's the thing, you released this person, this connection to your past, you released that person. Maybe at one point that person lived rent-free in your head for a while. And you may have experienced heartbreak, a lot of it, over long periods of time. Right? But now you're in a different energy. This person doesn't know you in this energy that you embody right now. They don't know you as this person. Okay. Let's pull out the Kipper-ish from Intuitive Kev. I figure everybody else got one. Might as well just cop one for myself too. You may have detached emotionally from this person, whoever this person is that you walked away from your past. This person may be getting readings done on you to kind of see where you are in your life. Uh-oh. We'll take these. Yeah, this is your person. You're committed. So you may be in a committed relationship, or you have commitment coming. There's some false documents. This distorted masculine energy may have an entity attachment. They may have an entity attachment, but I also feel like this person is in opposition of your person. Somebody here has been hiding who they really are, possibly through divination. Yeah, remember when I said there's somebody here, they're doing something to to bring about a failure of someone's business, failure of somebody's family situation, death magic, child. But it's not working, and the reason why it isn't working is because this is divine feminine, divine masculine. You guys are protected by the Most High. Yeah. So there's also been a Jezebel energy here. And they're trying to hide. There's a Jezebel energy out here. Excuse me. So this could be two people. There's a Jezebel energy out here that may be telling lies about divine feminine's achievements. Maybe trying to shroud their achievements with smoke and mirrors. Yeah, you are counterparts. Yep, they've been spreading false narratives. They've been telling lies. That may be coming out as well. People are seeing that you're an earth angel and you're protected. You and your partner are protected. And somebody here is... Yeah, I said there's smoke and mirrors. Confusion, illusion. This Jezebel energy has been casting illusions. And I said, remember I said the very last thing is they need your help. And the very last card out was poverty. Poverty and the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. This person needs your help. They need your help. They see your achievements and they need your help. So this could be a lot of people, because now I'm seeing a bunch of people out here. I don't know where you... Well, I feel like these... The divine masculine and feminine, you're out here. Your ops are also all out here as well. Yeah, divination, entity attachment, death magic, Ice King. Then we have Ice Queen up here, opposition, priest, false narrative. So they got people out here spreading false narratives, I want to say, about both of you. And to be honest, I don't think you really care how people perceive you. I don't think you care. Because even if this person was lying about what you do or how you do it, or just trying to minimize or dim your light, these cards here tell me that you're being seen. So even if this person was spreading lies to make people turn away from you, people can see like what you do, how you do, not how you do it, but you know what I mean? They see that you're abundant. They see that you're happy. They see that you're prospering. You're doing well. Oh, look. So we have coffin, snake, and unexpected income over the abundance card. Coffin, snake, unexpected income, main female, inheritance. Uh-oh. Unexpected income with great fortune right below it. Message of concern, community. Clover in the reverse under the main female, which means bad luck. So the bad luck for her, a loss of opportunity, bad fortune, next to the great fortune. So there was a masculine. So there's a great fortune and unexpected income that may have been meant to go to a main female. Because the inheritance is here. So all these things, the females in the upright, were meant to go to this female, right? Mature man. Message of concern. Sudden wealth in the reverse. So, and it's funny that all the money cards, with the exception of this inheritance card over here, all the money cards are in the same row. Okay? Sudden wealth in the reverse. Great fortune and unexpected income. They did not want this, because we know that the mature man is connected to, and he's next to the coffin. Despair. You can't be in despair about something you don't know about. Oh my God. Okay. Collective, if you are the divine feminine, take this how it resonates, because I know this sounds crazy. If you are in a partnership, if you're already married, because this down here talks about a marriage or a commitment. Marriage or commitment. It almost looks like whatever this inheritance, this great fortune, sudden wealth, unexpected income, inheritance, whatever this was that was potentially meant for you, it almost feels like they did not want you to have it, because like you would share it with your spouse or something. I don't know. That just tells me whoever this person is trying to keep this money away from you is a greedy motherfucker. Like they just want it all for themselves. Maturity, business failure. They wanted, okay. This is somebody here who wanted like all kind of like downfall for your life. Bad health. So you have okay, so you have the energy out here. There's somebody here that literally wanted they wanted all kind of failure in your life, like a failure of your relationships. They wanted you to like miss out on opportunities. They wanted your spouse to like stop loving you, or that your relationship would break down due to lack of love, or even, and now that's interesting. This death magic card was over this mature man, so maybe somebody here was also casting juju over this mature man that made him pass away in the first place. Because a mature man is up here top with the snake and false documents, message of concerns, false documents, right? Then we have death magic down here with the mature man in the reverse. So I definitely feel like there's someone here who could have been priestess and coffin, who may have done something, you know, in the spirit realm, may have gotten a community to come up against this couple, come up against their family. This is crazy. This is crazy. Yes, see, here's the thing. You appear to be very balanced, whatever your life is. Like, your life is starting to blossom, right? You're incredibly balanced. But there is a message that you have not received that has something to do with a large sum of money. You're not afraid. You don't walk with fear in your heart, and you're awake. Now, interesting. If they were trying to make you unbalanced, that has failed. I also feel as that's the other thing too. They were trying to make you be ungrounded. So maybe that was part of the reason why they were able to keep this gift away from you. Like by saying you're ungrounded and you're depressed. Like maybe they cited a mental illness, a mental health issue as a reason why you shouldn't be in possession of this gift. But you're very balanced, emotionally mature. They don't want to let go of something. And it's being seen. Obfuscate is in the reverse, with sudden wealth also in the reverse. So when this is in the reverse, for me, that's a loss. But they may not be trying to hide the loss, because divine timing is in play. And they've been trying to hide this gift or hide the despair that they're in. Hide the gift. You and your partner may live a simple life. If you're not partnered, your life is very simple. You continue to persevere despite what other people have been saying about you or anything. What all people can see is that you still keep going, and they're trying to hide. It's weird because I get a lot of this energy of somebody trying to like hide something, hide you, hide how you should be perceived. It's like, even though you don't have like the support or love of, say, you know, your family, because I look at the community here as like a family dynamic. Even if you don't have the love of these people, you still persevere regardless. And people can see that you're grounded, that you're not afraid. That you don't live to chase the dollar. You know what I mean? Some people live to chase the dollar. I'm not one of those people. Yeah, there's something here in terms of the timing, something significant over the last year that somebody has been trying to hide. Give me 2 more cards. Somebody's been trying to hide a death or trying to keep something from being revealed, somebody's trying to hide a death, or somebody's in bad health and near death. Somebody's very ungrounded. It could be because of the work that somebody has done. So it's, again, remember I said it's like the divine feminines, like even divine masculine, we're like Teflon Dons. Like whatever you throw at us, it's just going to roll off our back and right back to the person that sent it. So somebody here could be ungrounded because you've done so much healing work on yourself that everything that they've tried to do, it doesn't work. And if they are experiencing poor health because of the work that they've done, they're also trying to hide the fact that they may be far more ill than they let on. Okay. So somebody here is not at peace because there's no energy that supports a reconciliation. You have no desire to reconcile with this person or people. Whatever's going on in their lives, it doesn't concern you. Yeah, so if they've been trying to lie to other people about you, that's a failure. They didn't think very far about how this was all going to work out. Not for you. The gift, the peace, the milk and honey, not for you. Not you, collective, the ops. I kind of feel like these people thought that they were going to get a whole new life. I don't know. It's giving people ganging up on you behind your back, trying to take possession of something that's not theirs, not thinking far enough out into the future to see how, like in the short term, they thought this is what we're going to do. Let's do this and we'll gain that, right? But I don't think that they thought enough into the future because this doesn't seem to be working out in their favor. Yeah, and if you are in union, your union is protected. You're in alignment with your divine soulmate or whatever. Your partnership. Take that part only if it resonates. I know most of y'all are not partnered. But if you are, ring in higher power, this is somebody that you're in alignment with, that you should be holding on to. Now this is an interesting energy because this feels like, oh yeah, they can't keep going. Ha ha. Orphan at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so whatever this is, this feels like somebody's been trying to hide the fact, because this is business failure, or this is some type of like lack of abundance or loss of resources. If somebody has not been trying, they don't want anybody to know that, right? What they also don't want people to know is that, because this right here feels like somebody trying to like hide the fact that they've been doing all of this. It's like they've been doing all this work, not thinking how it was going to impact them in the future. They thought they were building towards a new life, but that's not what's happening. They're not getting a new life. As a matter of fact, they got to stop whatever it is that they've been doing. Because, you know, I say all the time, you know, God makes a call to everybody. Not everybody answers, right? But God's only going to give you so many times to keep fucking up before they pull the rug from underneath you. And I feel like this person is about to come up on that. Or these people. I mean, maybe God gives them enough grace to allow them to heal, so that they can stop with. It's like somebody. This is somebody here who continuously makes the wrong decisions. They do it all the time. So if you keep doing something over and over again, and you keep getting the same result, at what point do you stop and say, okay, this isn't working anymore? It's like this person buries their head in the sand, because everything that they're trying to go after, everything that they keep trying to go after, it doesn't belong to them. It's not for them. It's not theirs. There's nothing for you to do. Yes, you, oh, I love this. If you are in a partnership, like you live simplistically, you have persevered through all the ups and downs. People can see that you've persevered through the ups and downs, and you're still good. You're still good. Something is causing somebody some, because all I see is all this ungrounded energy. So maybe this person is feeling ungrounded because maybe their health is bad and they could be nearing death or something. That's a possibility too, because it kind of looks like somebody here who, you know, it's like somebody who's got or been living with like poor health and just living foul or whatever. And, you know, in those quiet moments, I have to believe that in those quiet moments that they sit with themselves and they kind of reassess or reevaluate all of the decisions that they've ever made in their life to look at like where they are right now. And I feel like there's something here from the past that is starting to bubble to the surface. Divine timing is definitely a play. Somebody's been trying to hide something, and it's connected to a past event or past situation, and it's bubbling to the surface. Now, you may get some information, because this is somebody that you know. Usually when message in the bottle is in the reverse for me, that message comes from somebody that you know. Because when it's in the upright, it comes from you. It comes from some anonymous place, and you don't know where it comes from. You get it, and you're like, oh, message, bottle, But in the upright, it almost feels, I mean, in the reverse, it almost feels like somebody just walking straight up to you and be like, hey, collective, did you know, blah, 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 blah. And they're probably going to tell you about this person. And this person is riddled with anxiety about this being disclosed, whatever this information is. Okay. A friendship may be experiencing difficulties or growing apart. More communication or boundaries are needed. Emotional wounds are still open and past pain continues to influence the present. More time and effort are needed for true healing. Financial stability. Your financial situation is secure and your career success is bringing you material rewards and a sense of safety for the future. We love it. And the last card. Disagreements or misunderstandings are hindering collaboration, leading to frustration and delays. I don't think that's your frustration. I think that's for the other person. All right. Let's grab some truth cards. Someone has commitment issues, home changes, texting, communication problems. Communication problems next to texting, so maybe you have somebody blocked. Secrets, someone who's behaving childishly, someone returning. And that person that's returning is childish. You may be a truth teller. 10, 11, 12, 13. We like it. Someone's just busy. Oh, so you may think somebody has commitment issues, but they're just busy. And we have stress and anxiety. Somebody may have stress and anxiety about having to move. Someone is talking to others. Undecided. Temporary. Communication problems may be temporary. Somebody's childish behavior may be temporary. No other interests. The person that's returning may have no other interests. There may be chemistry between you. Someone needs to see a doctor. 1111 is out here. 44, 1444. 1313. Someone will make it right. Someone has sexual desires. Someone is stuck on an ex. Don't take it personal. If somebody is undecided about you, don't take it personal. Business. 99. 515. Someone may be lonely. Seek expert help. Somebody may be watching your social media, and there will be a committed couple out here. Okay. So we have 1414 again. 444 55 51555 or 55515. 1114 or 114. 1116. I don't know why 137 is standing out to me right now. It's such an odd number, but 137. Look that up. All right, let's look at the dates. January 9th may be significant because it's out here twice. I have January the 2nd, January the 4th, January 8th, 9th, 10th. January 15th is out here twice. February the 1st, February the 5th, February the 10th, February the 13th, February the 15th. No days in March. April the 1st, April the 7th, April the 8th, April the 10th, April the 16th. I have May the 2nd, May the 8th, 9th, May 11th, May 13th, 14th, and 15th. No dates in June. July the 4th. I have July 4th out here twice. July the 8th, July 13th, July the 16th, August the 5th, August the 11th, August the 12th, August the 13th, August the 14th. Then on this side I have August the 1st, August the 4th, August the 7th, August the 9th, August the 10th, 14th, 15th, and 16th. I got a lot of August dates. No, oh yeah, I do have September. September the 1st, September the 8th, September the 9th, September the 15th may be significant. September 13th, September 5th, October the 1st, October the 2nd, October the 4th, the 8th, and the 15th. I have a lot of dates in November. I have November the 4th, November the 14th and 16th, November the 5th, November the 12th, November the 11th, 12th, 13th, and 14th. And December the 8th, December the 11th, and December the 14th. Yeah, that's it. Alright guys, I'm going to leave it there. If any parts of this reading resonated for you, gave you clarity or confirmation over your own story, give the video a thumbs up. It kind of went a bunch of different weird directions. So let me know how it resonates for you, because I don't really know. The last several readings, I want to say at least the last month of readings, have been very, very weird for me, because the stories are kind of like all over the place. Elements of stories I'm familiar with, elements of stories I don't know nothing about. Some of these stories I don't want to know nothing about. But if it makes sense for you, please let me know. I know you will. And I guess I will see you guys in the next video. All right, take care.